So, what do you need to know about the Park City market and the surrounding areas going into 2021? Well, in today's video, I'm doing a market update, so make sure you stick around. What's up? My name is Nicole Bowdle. If you're new to my channel, I'm a local real estate agent in Park City, Utah with Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. I help buyers, sellers, investors, as well as provide local insights on what it's like to live, work, and play in Park City, Utah, the surrounding areas known as the Wasatch Back. Now, in this video, I'm not going to tell you if it's a good time to buy or if it's a good time to sell, because that's really up to you. And I am just here to educate you so you can make informed decisions and also help you decipher if you're priced out of this market and what price points to actually need to be aware of if you're planning on moving into this market and what you get for the price that you're paying. Go ahead and give this video a like and make sure you subscribe down below, especially if you want to know more about real estate tips and Park City real estate. So in order to better understand the Park City market or the Wasatch Back, really, we serve two counties. We serve Summit County and we serve Wasatch County, and they are completely different when it comes to numbers and what is going on. The majority of this video, I'm really just going to be talking about Summit County and the 84098 zip code, which is Snyderville Basin, and the 84060 zip code, which is considered Park City limits. If you've ever been to Park City and you see the white barn, that is considered the start of the Park City limits, and it goes all the way into Old Town, Park Meadows, Main Street, and Deer Valley. Snyderville Basin is more of the canyons area. It's more Kimball Junction, Silver Creek, and Summit Park, Jeremy Ranch, and Pine Brook. I mean, those are not all the areas included, but you get an idea. So let's look at some numbers. How did we do for 2020? Well, I think what we're going to see going into 2021 is not going to be much different than 2020. We have incredibly low inventory here in Utah still. And we're at that point of the season and the time of year where it's getting sort of our slow season as well. So we're just going to keep seeing inventory decreasing. So what does this mean if you're a buyer, if you're a seller, and if you're an investor? Now, if we're taking a look at the entire overview of the Utah market, you can see here that 2019 is represented by this orange line. And this is active listings per day. So we are actively tracking the number of active listings in the entire state of Utah. So as you can see, last year, 2019, we had 7,648 listings this time of year. Now, if you go to 2020 and you look at this purple line, we have 2,939 listings for the entire state of Utah. Then see, residential-wise, we only have 596 listings in the entire Wasatch Back. So that's considered Summit County and Wasatch County. So if you're a buyer, you're going to have difficulty finding that property that probably checks all of your boxes off. And we're just not seeing sellers wanting to list right now. And this main struggle is because nobody wants to leave this area. It's a beautiful place to live. And unless you're trading up or trying to buy in this market, it's gonna be difficult for you as well. So if you're selling your house but wanting to stay in this market, you're still up against multiple offers. You're still up against cash buyers. So you might have a really easy transaction on the sales side of things, but then you're gonna have a difficult time. It's gonna be really tough on the buy side of things. So I think that has deferred a lot of sellers from actually wanting to sell, because unless you're leaving this market, there's just not really any options or anywhere for you to go. Jumping into the numbers here. So let's take a look at the Park City limits. So if we're looking at single family homes, average price and median sales price, the average price has gone up 1%. So we're looking at $2.8 million for a single family home in the 84060, which is Old Town, Lower Deer Valley, Upper Deer Valley. That's kind of a average of all of those areas. And in former videos where I've talked about the Park City market, I have let you know that Park City is a very micro market. So if you're looking in Upper Deer Valley, it's going to be significantly more expensive than if you're looking for something in Lower Deer Valley. Those two areas are in the same area, but they are completely different price point wise. And if we're looking at vacant land in this area, it's gone up 12%. So vacant land, so if you want to buy a lot, you're looking at 1.2, and we had 60% increase in the units sold. Now, if we're looking at townhomes and condos in this side of town, we're up 19% of an average price for 1.262 for a condo or a townhome. I mean, it's crazy how much prices have gone up, which is not great for entry-level buyers. Most entry-level buyers are having to go to Heber, the Wasatch area, Wasatch County, or even down to Salt Lake. We just really don't have any level entry price points in the Park City area. So unless your parents or family are helping you significantly, you're probably going to be priced out of this area. Now, if we look at Snyderville Basin, we're taking a look at single family vacant and townhomes. So a single family home in Snyderville Basin is up 16%. We're at $1.9 million for a home here. And the median price has also gone up 14%. Our vacant land is up 6%. So you're at $525,000, $525,000 for a lot or land here. And we had 59% up in the units sold. Our average price for condos and townhomes in this area is up 19%. So you're just under $1 million. And like I've said before, if you don't at least have $1 million budget, you're going to have difficulty finding something in Summit County. There are areas that are under $1 million in subdivisions. Park City has over 300 subdivisions. I guess I should say the Wasatch back has over 300 subdivisions. So there are areas where you can find a condo that would be more in the 2s and 3s, but I think if you are looking for something luxury based with new construction, that does not exist here. There's nothing that is going to be luxury new construction in the 200 to 300 or even 400s. That just doesn't exist in Park City, Summit County, or the Wasatch back. You're going to have to go down to Salt Lake and look in Hireman or Provo area. Those are really the only areas that have new, affordable, and more luxury construction. Our median sales price for condos and townhomes has gone up 25%. Now, if you would like a copy of this report, please drop down below in the comments your email and say that you would like me to send you Q3's statistics, and I'm happy to do that. Now, if we're talking about Jordanelle, this is not in Summit County. This is just outside of Park City, and it's becoming a very popular area. There are lots of new construction. There's lots of new construction happening here. However, you are not on the bus route and you need a car. So if you are an investor and you're looking at this area because of price point, Wasatch Springs, Deer Springs, Black Rock Ridge, those price points are very attractive. You're getting newer construction. But your nightly rental opportunity is not going to be as lucrative, because I feel like this area is definitely more of a long-term rental area, because people who are doing nightly rentals and coming to Park City want to be on that bus route. They don't want to be driving 10, 15 minutes into town, then trying to find parking and dealing with all that hassle. So I find that if people have rentals out in Black Rock Ridge, they are definitely more lucrative if you rent it long-term as opposed to nightly rentals. But if you're not worried about it paying for itself and it's more of a vacation for you and your vacation place for you and your family as well, and you'd like just a little bit of income off of it, that might be a great deal, a great place to look for you. So let's look at single family homes in Jordanelle. We're up 9%. We're looking at about 2 million here. This is Tuhey, Hideout, Soaring Hawk. Our median price is also up 2%. Vacant land sales are down, so you can actually get a pretty decent piece of land out here for under $400,000. The condos and townhomes are going to be around $600K, and the median price is up 1%. And there are some great townhomes out here too. Lots of new development. The only thing that I would say if you're looking at in Jordanelle is that there is not something Kimball Junction oriented like Park City has. So you're driving your car, you're not on the free bus route, and you're just a hair outside of town. Down a little bit, located in the Heber Valley, which is also known as Wasatch County. I mean, look at this. It's also, prices are just going up like crazy. And if you look here, the average price for a single family home, I mean, you're at $843K. Our median sales price is up 15%. Condos and townhomes, you can still find a condo for around $300,000 here, possibly, if you're looking at the Hamlet or something like that in Midway. And the average price for vacant land is up 10%. Also, you're around $300K for a lot down there. And the median price is down for vacant land. And here's kind of the statistics on everything. I'll let you look at the chart a little longer. And now if we're looking at East Summit County, I would describe this as Oakley, Camas. You're really close to the Uintas and you're out in the boonies out here. This is total outdoor recreation. I think if you're trying to find something similar to living in Montana to be away from people, then this would be the area that you would want to look at. You're really not close to a lot of things. Camas has, a grocery store and a gas station and a few local diners, but they really don't have much. And so you're looking at about 20 to 30 minute drive to get somewhere. Now, if we're looking at average single family homes here, it's about $826,000 for a home here. Our median sales price jumped 10%. And our average sale price for vacant land is $283 out here, and it jumped 32%. So the thing about this report is that it looks really scary, and it might discourage you from even trying to find something out here. But the truth is that you just have to know where to look, and you have to understand. And something to consider when you're thinking about condos is HOA prices can be really high. So you need to look into all of that and make sure that it looks good for you. If your budget is $500,000, you're really not going to be able to find a home in Park City. It's going to be a condo, not even a townhome. You're going to be in a condo. So if we go to November and we look at the market statistics for November, because December hasn't ended, so I don't have a report on December for you. So if we're looking at a single family in Park City, 2.2 million, we had 35 units sold. New listings, we only had 17. The days on the market are 37, and the absorption 1.7 months. So that's insane to me. That's just going to show you that if you're a buyer, you're going to be up against a lot of multiple offers. And we're just in that area where we're like Jackson Hole almost. The billionaires are starting to push out the millionaires, and people don't like to hear that, but $1.6 million does not get you much anymore. That's pretty much just like an average home price. So you've got your entry-level homes, which really don't exist here. We don't have much under $1 million here. It's going to be more confined to a condo or townhome. If you're a kind of a mid-level buyer or a move-up buyer, not really that luxury market. As I've said before, our luxury market starts at 2.5 to 3 million. So $1 million really isn't even a luxury home for you here in Park City. We have lots of big names coming in. The late Tony Hsieh bought a bunch of real estate in the Park City limits and the Aspen Springs Thanes area. And he virtually, paid cash and over market value and made the entire neighborhood's value go up virtually overnight because of what he paid for his property. I'm going to jump into some other market wisdom. The 84060, which is the Park City limits, you're about 2.2 for a single family home. And this was November of 2020. We don't have the stats for December yet. There were 35 units sold, 37 days on the market. There were 61 homes that were active in inventory. Your price per square foot is $771. The percent of asking price was 97.9%, so almost 98%. So every seller is getting roughly what they're asking for their property, and the absorption rate is 1.7 months, which is nothing. Condos in the Park City limits. 1.4 for a median sales price, 55 units sold, 37 days on the market, 115 active inventory. Price per square foot is 641. There were 30 new listings, and a percent of asking price was 98.1%, and there's an absorption rate of 2.1 months, which again is fast. Snyderville, 84098, a single family home, $1.9 million, 65 units sold, 27 days on the market, 70 in active inventory. Price per square foot was 472, 38 new listings, and again, 98.6% of asking price, only 1.1 months of active inventory. For condos in 84098 Snyderville Basin, median sales price of $667,000, 44 units sold, 24 days on the market, 116 active inventory, 408 price per square foot, 40 new listings, 98.5% of asking price received, and 2.6% and 2.6 absorption rate. If we're looking at everything as a whole here, residential for 84098, we have an absorption rate of 2.94 months. The average list price is 1.8 million. The median list price is 912,000. Average days on the market was 122, and our median days on the market was 16. Now, if we're looking at the market as a whole for the 84060, we had 3.6 months of inventory. Our average list price is 3.7 million. Median list price was 2.7. The average sale price was 2 million. And the median sale price was 1.7 million. Average days on the market, 85, and median days on the market was 20. So what does this mean if you're a buyer or seller? So if you're a buyer, you're living in a seller's world, and just be prepared for multiple offers, be prepared to go in full ask, be prepared to know what you're getting into beforehand. If it is an HOA, you need the CCNRs. Is it allowing pets for you? Does it have nightly rentals? Really try to get all of that stuff sorted out before you go under contract so that you're not putting an offer on a property that doesn't have the things that you're looking for. And also be prepared that it's tough out there. There's not a lot of inventory. We're starting to slow down just because of the season. We've already had low inventory. So when things come on the market, they're priced well, they're good product, they're in good shape, they are gone in a flash. And so you really just need to keep your eyes open. And if you're really serious, be watching the market. Make sure that you're pre-approved and ready to go if you're not a cash buyer. If you're a seller and you're trying to stay in the same area, it's going to be tough, and you're going to have a really easy transaction probably on the sales side of things, but you're going to have a lot of competition on the buy side of things. And it might even be hard for you to find a property to move into on such a tight time frame with the low inventory. So that's something to keep in mind if you're not planning on leaving this marketplace and you're planning on either moving up or downsizing or whatever you're doing. I hope this video was helpful to you. If you would like some of the statistics and the data and the wisdom behind everything, please drop a comment below, leave your email address, and I will be happy to send you all of this data.